Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone in today's class. Our textbook is Weekend 2, and today inshallah we will cover our first Enrichments 1, and it will be presented by me, teacher Mazen Harbi, and the sign language by Mr. Fawaz Al-Aqil. So let's begin. Our first enrichment, we're going to cover the first unit, which is my house. And the first lesson we did learn in this unit was talk time, that can be seen on page 2 and 3. And our goals were in this lesson to first identify and talk about rooms or items in a house, and also to match words with pictures. So the first thing we did listen to, and the first conversation we did listen to, was between two girls, where the first one is did welcome her friend by saying, "Welcome to our house, would you like to come in?" And we said that usually when you are expecting a guest to come to your house or someone to visit your house for the first time, usually we have a common phrase, or we have a sentence that we usually say when we are expecting people to come. And this phrase is, "Would you like to come in?" So if someone is visiting you and wants to see your place or your house, you would say, "Welcome, would you like to come in?" This is the kind of phrase or sentence we use when we are welcoming our guests or people who want to visit us. So her friend says, "Yes, I would like to come in." And then when people are coming to your house, you usually, what you do is to show them around the house. And usually when you say, "I will show you around," you can point at each of these places by saying "this is." For example, "I will show you around. This is a living room. This is the bedroom. This is a kitchen." So usually we use "this is" when we want to introduce people to new places or to the things that we have in our home. So these are the things, or these are the two important phrases or words that we usually say when we are expecting people to visit us. First, we welcome them. "Welcome to our house. Would you like to come in?" And the second, when we show them, "I will show you around. This is," and then you can say the place or the rooms. "This is the living room, this is the kitchen, this is the bedroom," and so on. And we said that in order to make it interesting, don't forget that it is important that you can practice these talks in pairs with you and your friend or your classmates from class, and even with maybe some of your family members, just to practice these. And also, when you do practice them, don't forget the big four, which are: first, that you need to put on a smile when you say or when you welcome someone, and then to use appropriate gestures. So for example, when you say "welcome," this is a gesture. "Would you like to come in?" this is a gesture as well. And then to speak in loud voice. Your voice must be heard. You need to speak up in a loud voice, and then to maintain good eye contact with the person in front of you when you are talking to them to come to your place. So here, for example, we said that when you when you listen to these exercises, like for example, listen and find one thing in each room. So here in this exercise, we show you different parts or different rooms in a house, and we ask you to look for a specific thing. For example, here we have, this is a dining room, And if I ask you to look for a chair, for example, if you can't find it, and if you point at it, you can say, I found it. I found it. But if you didn't find it, or you can't, you would say, here it is, or you can say, I cannot find it. So, it is important when we play this game, when we show different rooms in a house, when we ask about each of these rooms to look for one thing, and you find this one thing, you would say, I found it. Where is it? Here it is. And you can do this with the other rooms. For example, here in the kitchen, if I ask about the fridge, can you find the fridge? If you can, you would say, I found it. Okay, tell me where it is. You can point and say, here it is. Here it is. So this is how we play this game that is called an old house, where you go in each of these rooms and also to ask about one specific thing in each of them. The same goes here for bathroom. When I ask about towel, can you see a towel here in this picture? If you can, then say, I found it. And then I would ask you, where is it? You would say, you point here and say, here it is. You would point here and say, here it is. The same goes for the bedroom. You can ask about watches, chairs, and you would use these two phrases as well. The same goes for living room when we ask, or we can ask question about sofa, TV, and also other rooms. And after this, we did have, or we did cover the second lesson, which is rhythms and sounds. That can be seen on page 4 and 5. And our goals in this lesson were to ask questions using where, to recognize and pronounce some English consonant blends, FR as in frog, PR as in prize, and also to write the missing letters, and also to use the short form of he is, she is, and where is. So the first thing we did cover in this lesson was a chant that is called, where is the boy? So we have a place like this, an open house like this, where you can see a boy, and you would answer. You can practice this in pairs with either your classmates or one of your friends, and you can ask this question, where is the boy? And your partner will look at the different places or different room, and he would say or she would say the room. For example, where is the boy? In the bedroom. Where is the boy? In the living room. Where is the boy? In the kitchen. So you can practice this, and you with your partner to point at each of these places. And after this, we had sounds and letter exercise where we did listen to 4 words. We say them together and we match them. And after this, we did write the missing letters for the following sentence. So let's remind ourselves by listening to the 4 important words we have here. So listen and repeat. Prize, prize, fries, fries, present, present, frog, frog. So here we have 4 important words that starts with the consonant blends with FR as in fries and frog, and also with the PR as in prize and present. So let's now try to match them. You already have the first one answered, which is the fries. So here we go. We're going to match the fries to the word. What about prize? Which of these words is a prize? It is the third one. So here we go. We're going to match this word to the third one. And what about the present? Is it this or this? It is, of course, the last one. So here we go. And we match the picture to the word. This will leave us with the last word, which is a frog, an animal that we all know. So this is how we answered. We listened, we matched the words with the pictures. And now we're going to learn the last answer we did with this exercise, which is about writing the missing letter of these sentences. And our answer was cookies, that my friend is eating cookies. And after this, in the grammar toolbox, we did learn we can use he is as in full form, and we can use it in a short form by saying his. Like, for example, he is eating, or he's eating, or she is eating, or she's eating, or where is the boy by where's the boy. So after this, we did listen to a chant that is called where, and how this chant go is that we ask about one person, where is Hashim, when we are gathered around as a group of people. And one of them would say that Hashim in the bathroom, or Hashim in any room that they choose or they can think of. And after they say, then it is your part to repeat the word where. And then when you repeat it, they will repeat the same answer. And not only with Hashim, you can choose anyone from the group you have. You can ask them, ask about them. For example, here, where is Umar? And then they would think of a name or a place. They would say, he is in the bedroom. And then you would repeat the word where. They would say, he is in the bedroom. And also you can do it with one of the girls, to use the pronoun she. You can say, where is Sarah, for example? And they would say she. She's in the kitchen. She's in the kitchen. And when you repeat by saying where, you would say she's in the kitchen. And after this, we had the words lesson on pages 6 and 7. And our goals were to describe location using a preposition of place, in, on, under, next to, and between, and also to talk about pieces of furniture. So here we talked about the preposition on. We say that we can learn the preposition meaning by only looking at the mouse. So here the mouse is on the chair. And here the mouse is in the cupboard. And also here is the mouse, which he is under the bed. And also the mouse here is next to the fridge. And the mouse here is behind. So for example, this is a table. The mouse is behind the table. So after this, we did answer this exercise where we listened to 4 words, which is cloud, mouse, house, mountain, and all of them has the unit O and U, and they pronounce as ow. Like, for example, cloud, mouse, and also house and mountain. So, and after this, we did match them. We did match these words, each of them, to their right picture. So we said cloud goes here, and also the word house here with the last one, and mountain goes to this picture. And after this, we did write the missing letters, which is the O and U that we use in mouse and in house as well. And after this, we learn how to use preposition with our 2 hands, like on, in, and also under and next to, and even behind. And after this, the last thing we did cover was phonics on pages 8 and 9 to differentiate between the O and U. We said that we should differentiate between O and U vowels sounds, and to read the 3-letter words speed reading, so we can know the differences between pronouncing each of these words that has O and that has U as well. So the first thing we did is that we read this story that is called the Ox Story. Let's listen to it one more time before we remind ourselves of what also we did cover in this one. The ox story. An ox sat on a box. He had fun in the sun. He was hot. He sat under a tree. Then he was not hot. So here we have in this text, we have a lot of words with O and U. And we say that in order to differentiate, to know the differences between these two letters, you can draw the color. For example, color a letter O with a different color, and also color letter U with different color. This will help you learn the differences. Like, for example, on, box, hot, under, and also other words with O and U. And after this, we learn how to spell these words, like these words, like ox, and how to spell box, what are the letters that we should write, and also fun, how to spell fun, and how to spell sun, hot, and finally how to spell nut. So this is all we have to end this our first enrichment. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.